Hello, everybody. This is Trevor Botkin, General Manager of HeroWork Victoria. I just wanted to take a moment to make a short video to share some difficult news with you that you will undoubtedly hear about in the media in the hours ahead. Unfortunately, HeroWork Victoria will be winding down, or is currently winding down, operations. Um, the last 3 years especially have been just an enormous challenge to try and get done. I was tasked with leading the organization locally and completing $1.2 million worth of renovations locally for charities, and also leading the team to raise in excess of $500,000 to pay for building materials and services and whatnot that community didn't donate. Um, in many ways, HeroWork Victoria was just built on a lot of miracles and the strong support of the community. And unfortunately, due to a lot of environmental factors beyond our control, it hasn't been enough to keep our organization sustainable. And you know, I, I I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into this organization over the last um, 4.5 years, 5 years, and I really hoped we could make it work. It was the first time in many years I felt like we had the complete package, and unfortunately, it's just the package came too late, and here we are. I want to thank all the charities that have trusted us with their renovations over the years. It's been a tough 3 years to get through, and some of them have been messy. I just haven't, for a number of reasons, gone the way we would have liked. But I think the result was always incredible. I just heartfelt apology to Power to Be for us not being able to complete the final details on that project. I hope to be able to personally continue to try and see you complete those remaining details. And to our charities to come down the road, I'm sorry we couldn't get to you. I'm sorry we couldn't get there. To our amazing volunteers and sponsors, especially our volunteers, there's nothing I liked more than rolling up my sleeves with you and the HeroWork team to get those jobs done. You guys mean the world to me. You've been a part of my personal journey over the last 4.5 years. I've said it before that the HeroWork community has been a part of the biggest radical renovation and most personal one we have ever done, and that's the one on me personally. To all the people that have believed in us over the years, and our sponsors who put up their hard-earned money to see us make that difference in the community, I hope you're proud of the work we did, and I trust that these projects will continue serving community for many more years to come. And I'm sorry it's had to finish this way, but endings are rarely beautiful. So thank you, everybody. Especially my team. You guys should know you did everything that was asked of you and more. And this is not the ending that you deserved. I hope to continue making a difference in the community. That's where my heart is. This won't be the end for me. As it will be pointed out later, local charities need your support. They need these renovations to continue to operate and meet the demands. More and more people are falling through the cracks. More and more people need our support. So if you've got time, please go and volunteer for a local organization. And if you have a few extra dollars, please go support those local organizations. They need it. Thank you, everybody, and I'm grateful. to have had the privilege to lead this organization and the work we do, and to be of service to you.
So, the empire is collapsing. Didn't I just make a video, let's say maybe just under a year ago, actually a series of videos, just under a year ago, saying that the empire was going to start to collapse in Victoria, BC, and you were going to start seeing nonprofits and charities shut down and run away and hide and change their names and all this stuff? I'm the first person out there in Victoria, BC to drill these fucking people and put them where they deserve to be. Out of fucking business. Get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because what they're doing is they're capitalizing off of homelessness. Go check my website out, victoriabcprofits.ca. So, my friend, Trevor Botkin, right? I know you know that this was coming, right? You knew I was going to say something about it, and you knew you had to take it on the chin because you're a fucking idiot and you're a liar. You're portraying something that you're not. You're taking advantage of funding and you're trying to exploit social issues, right? Just like I said, I made a video, I broke down his pyramid scheme, what he does with his nonprofit charity. He's generated probably at least $100 million. So for him to say, oh, well, there's not enough funding, so I have to shut down HeroWorks, and that's what happened. I'm going to show you the video. He's fake crying in it. He's fake tearing and fake crying, acting like he's sad because he ripped everybody off. And here's another thing, right? He's bailing on a bunch of projects, right? And they've probably already paid him up front, right? And he failed to deliver, right? And was I surprised by this? No, I already told him directly that was going to happen. I said, listen, you're going to get shut down. The funding is going to run dry. The well is going to run dry for all of you people that are doing this. And you're not only affecting yourself, but you're also affecting the people around you that work for you. And you're affecting the marginalized communities that this funding was supposed to be generated for in the first place. But you guys decided to, develop wealth for yourselves there in Victoria, BC, off of homelessness, right? Through nonprofits and charities. And charity data supports that fraud system, right? Because I already made a video about Mark Bloomberg, the one that runs charity data, which is a lawyer out of Toronto, right? Okay, cool. So, Trevor Botkin, HeroWorks, shut his nonprofit down, made a little fake video, fake crying and pretending, right? He's just a big grown-up kid. That's what he is, man. He's a big grown-up baby. That's what he is. And, he ain't never been homeless. He said it himself. He's claiming addiction. Nah. Maybe he was working for some people and he was, maybe at one point, maybe he was selling drugs for all that. I don't know what he was doing, but I don't know what would cause him to do drugs. I mean, you grew up in the nicest place in Canada. There's not a better opportunity. There's not a better place to grow up and be, or a safer place in the entire country. And you guys think you got problems out there? You're creating all the problems because you guys are sucking up all the resources and all the funding and all the money that's supposed to go to these problems. And then they just get worse and worse and worse and worse. And then you guys shut the shop down, you close up shop, and you run for your fucking life, and then you go and do another endeavor, mental health, addiction, homelessness. Those are the three things that you guys perpetrate, infiltrate, and target, right? Predators, that's what you guys are, right? So because they haven't been through homelessness and actually ever really had any lived experience or actually went through addiction, it doesn't affect them. It doesn't bother them that much. They look at the homeless and the addicted like, yo, these guys are going down anyways. We might as well make a buck off of it. That's what they're thinking in their heads, and that's what they've done. And not just a buck, billions of dollars just out of Victoria. you know, over $500 million a year, okay? This guy has generated millions and millions of dollars. It's publicly documented. Like, you can go look it up, Trevor Botkin, okay? So, what happened, bro? You know, like, what really happened? Oh, there's not enough funding. No, there's not that there's not enough funding, you piece of shit. It's that you guys keep abusing it, man. And you keep misusing it, and you keep extorting it and stealing it, you fucking pieces of shit. So, you deserve for your organization to be shut down. Did you do some good? I'll give you that. I'm sure you did some good for some people. But the main goal and the main, just because the devil breaks you off a couple crumbs, doesn't mean that he ain't taking the rest of your check. You think you're getting a deal. You think you're getting something good. These guys are doing such small amounts. They're using such small fractions and small percentages of the total amount generated. And they do these little tiny little things, and you think it's significant. The whole public's like, wow, look at the good heroes doing this good community work. You know, like, it's not even really impacting anybody's life where that money should be impacting their lives in any positive or significant way. It's a hoax, right? So I'm going to let you guys see the video. And if you come from the street, if you grew up in that life and you overcame it like I did, right, then you'll be able to see through him. You will be. You'll be able to see through this. This will be cringe for you, okay? And you'll be able to tell that he's fake crying and blah, 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 and he ripped a bunch of people off and didn't finish his, you know, the projects, and, you know, he knew he was bailing out anyways. He knew he was bailing. He already knew what was happening. They all saw it coming. I made the coalition End Homelessness change their name. I made people step down and resign. I made fucking all kinds of shit happen out there in Victoria, BC, and I'm not just doing it there. I made a video, okay, that got over 65,000 views and thousands of comments exposing Emerald House in Kamloops, BC, a homeless shelter that has been abusing the homeless for a long time, you know. And then when I end up in the line of fire, I'm the wrong fucking guy. I don't use drugs, I don't drink, I don't smoke, you know what I'm saying? I'm the wrong guy. They automatically expect and assume that everybody that's homeless is a drug addict or a piece of shit, right? And so then they know that they can get away with the manipulation, the abuse, the fundraising, the requesting funding, starting a nonprofit. They know they can get away with this shit. The law even supports it. The government supports it. They don't care, right? So it's like the best thing ever to make money. But eventually it's going to come to an end, right? Because that's just karma. Universally, that's what's going to happen. So that's what happened to Trevor Botkin in HeroWorks. And it's not just happening to him. It's happening to multiple organizations and nonprofits and charities in Victoria and across British Columbia. And it's not going to stop either, because I'm not going to stop, right? So it's cowardly shit. It affected me. It impacted my life significantly for a decade. And I'm not going to let it go, right? So, yeah, check it out.